we'd like to gather your opinion on something. What is it that you or your team like least about sales? Is it the feeling that every day we wake up, we have to battle with each new potential customer over price and bids, brand installs, day in and day out? Is it the conflict that we feel is created when a customer is trying to stall, saying they need to think about it or talk to their spouse or they just can't decide right now? Maybe it's the customer that says they've never done this before, that you're the first one in, that they have other guys scheduled and they just don't make rash decisions. Maybe it's the mind-numbing nature of customers that continuously ask for a discount or say they can get it cheaper somewhere else, or that we're twice the price of someone else. Maybe it's the customer that says everything right while we're with them, that they're gonna go with us, and then the pain of trying to follow up in what seems to be a never-ending game of cat and mouse. They don't return our calls, they don't reply to our emails, and they don't respond to our text messages. Maybe it's just this seemingly endless annoyance of trying to communicate what differentiates us, what makes us worth more than the cheap guys that are trying to sell against us, that are pretending to offer exactly what we do at half our price. Even if you're one of God's greatest gifts to the profession of sales, dealing with this kind of abuse can beat even the best ones down. What if there were a way to reduce sales conflict, earn more trust, and lower risk by sharing honest stories about the way you run your business, about the industry in which you work, that would help you to acquire 70% of the customers that you actually want to serve in your business and eliminate the 30% that make your life a living nightmare? What if these effective communication strategies were based on the science of how the brain works, and the process was based on duplicatable systems that, when implemented, will never leave you leveraged by employees or customers ever again? Impossible? Not at all. In fact, 100% possible. And the best part? It won't require us to be a high-pressure, pushy salesperson. It won't generate one-star reviews, and it won't require us to mislead anyone. And it won't have us worried about making a bad name for ourselves and our community. At Synergy Learning Systems, we've created systematic sales processes that can be duplicated over and over and over again. Our processes are robust, they're comprehensive, and they incorporate every single thing that we've proven and perfected here at Synergy over the past 2 decades in the home services and home improvement industry. From mindset to servitude to effective listening, to our wordsmithing, to our influential sentence structure, it's all included. And one of the things that our clients love most is that because it's all built on proven systems, they can determine exactly where a lost sale went wrong, and then refer back to our comprehensive sales system and our training processes to ensure their team gets better in the areas where they're struggling. At Synergy, we've created ways for our clients to improve systematically, day by day, week by week, month by month. Consistent actions generate consistent results. Random actions generate random results. And as our friend and best-selling author Brendon Burchard likes to say, when randomness rules, mediocrity reigns. In our opinion, we should never be surprised on a sales call. We do this every day. We do this as our professional career. Our prospect should not be more skilled in the art of sales and influence on one of our leads than we are. I mean, if we're surprised or tripped up by our prospect telling us that they need to get 3 bids or shop other brands, or that our price is too high, or that they can get the same thing cheaper somewhere else, or any other type of stall, like they want to think about it, or sleep on it, or pray about it, or need to talk to their spouse, or that they don't make rash decisions, or they're just shopping right now, or they have a friend in the business that does the same thing. If we're surprised by any of those or not prepared to handle them like an absolute boss, then we either need to double down on improving our skills or perhaps look for a different career path. I'm sure we've just about made everyone sick or driven them crazy by reminding them of all these things that customers say on just about every single sales call. You know what the crazy thing is? We believe it's the prospect's job to say these things. The prospect believes they have a fiduciary responsibility to themselves and to their family to say these things. And if they don't, they'll have a little something called buyer's remorse. So in our opinion, we want our prospects to say no a couple of times. We want to expect this and not allow ourselves to be frustrated or tripped up by this. We want to lower sales resistance and conflict and invite them to voice their concerns. This will help them to feel seen and heard and understood. It will provide them what we call psychological air, further lowering sales resistance and increasing trust, and creating the positive emotions necessary in order for us to close the sale and perform the work. And if we've done our job as a true professional, exactly as we share with our clients, we can do all of this flawlessly without ever becoming a high-pressure, pushy, or sleazy salesperson. Our clients have shared that the results sometimes almost seem like magic, but it's not magic. Simply put, it's simply psychology. You see, most of us dramatically overcomplicate sales or tiptoe into learning how to do it professionally, and therefore we absolutely dread it. But when we implement a process built on character and on serving others and learning about what the customer wants in a very specific and unique way, the art of sales actually becomes much more simple and, believe it or not, enjoyable. For those of us who literally can't stand sales, just as I did at one point in my life, we may find this hard to believe. What I found is when we focus our process on serving others better and effectively communicating with others, the art of sales can actually become enjoyable and, quite frankly, incredibly rewarding. Learning how to effectively listen to customers and how to ask the right questions at the right time helps the customer to feel heard and understood without feeling pressured. We believe sales can be distilled down to three major things. First and foremost, it's a transference of emotion, and it's an earning of trust, and it's an elimination of risk. We must find a way to make this an emotional investment decision for the customer. We cannot allow ourselves to simply be seen as a commodity. In other words, a piece of equipment, a model number, a serial number, or a brand. We must eliminate risk in doing business with us, and we must earn their trust. If we can do those three things, eliminate risk, earn trust, and make the decision emotional, well, our life in the world of sales will never be the same. This does not mean we will close 100% of our leads. In fact, I believe there's at least 1/3 of the marketplace that would never invest in our product or service if we're not the cheapest. And quite frankly, the clients that are interested in investing in our programs here at Synergy have zero interest in being the cheapest option in their marketplace. Our clients have shared that one of the things they enjoy most about our programs is that we've designed conversations that help our prospects to relax. And we've removed the necessity to argue with our customers just to close the business. These are powerful conversations that not only put the prospect at ease, we've also designed conversations to clearly communicate to customers what they should be on the lookout for with the cheap guys and without ever naming the competitor by name. We've also designed easily customizable sales materials that can be used by your team to help them begin immediately implementing our processes in your town with your customers. Speaking of materials, a comprehensive 250 plus page reference manual accompanies each of our customized programs. This highly detailed reference manual enables participants to study, practice, retain, and role play the specific nuances for each piece of the presentation long after they've completed the program, whether that be in a live full immersion event or our 1-year comprehensive virtual learning system. An even more comprehensive list of the specific things covered in our professional sales training programs can be found on our website at synergylearningsystems.net. If you're considering investing in one of our programs, most of our customers have invested a few additional minutes reviewing our videos that describe our overall training philosophy, as well as our other custom programs for call centers and professional technicians. Here at Synergy, we would be honored to serve you and your team and help you to solve the challenge of implementation, just as we have so many others. And we give you our word. We will do it every step of the way with honor, character, and integrity.